Hey, Kieran Sutherland, financial planner here. When you start the process for buying your first home, it can be really confusing just working out where to start and working out who you need to help you. We believe that early on, you should build up your team and get them communicating with each other so they can work as a team to help you. This is going to make your life so much easier when you've actually found a property that you want to buy. So who's in your team? First up, a mortgage broker or the bank. Pretty obvious. Their role is to help you understand how lending works, how much you can borrow, and the differences in the types of lending you can do. Fixed, floating, revolving credits, LVRs, OCR, it can be quite a lot of information and the acronym overload happens pretty quickly. Find one that can explain things to you in a way that you understand. We're obviously a bit biased, but a broker can work for you across multiple banks rather than just one. Number two, your lawyer. These guys are key. They will help you to interpret the sale and purchase contract. It's a good idea to get them to look at this before you actually sign. It's easier to make any changes at that point. They'll also look at the key documents from the council about the property and working with the seller's lawyers on any questions that come up during the process. Number three, the property valuer. Depending on the bank, you may actually need to have one of these done, or you may not. In the past, it was a much easier process to build a relationship. You could just contact one and they could do the valuation for you. However, now you actually need to order one via the bank's systems and it gets randomly allocated. The key thing I think is though that you don't just accept the valuation report, you actually pick up the phone and talk to them and understand how they've come to that valuation. And if it's at the upper or the lower end of the range, a valuation isn't just a fixed number. Number four, your building inspector. Something that in the past was fairly overlooked, but particularly since the earthquakes in Christchurch and leaky home issues in New Zealand, it's basically seen as a non-negotiable. When you're spending several $100,000s on a property, why would you not spend a few hundred to get someone qualified to look over it and see if there are any problems? Depending on what they find, you may be able to actually renegotiate the price if there are any repairs that need completing. As I said, buying a house can be confusing and at times can seem really hard. Build a team of people that have been there, done that multiple times and will work on your behalf to get things done. Ask them lots of questions. A good broker or lawyer will happily help you understand the whole process, not just the piece they look after. So that's your first home buying team. If you want to have a chat on any of this, feel free to get in touch. Cheers.